Oh, you make me wanna talk back to you. Say it like that. If I hate you, then find someone new. Baby, but you know I never will. No, so I choke you down just like a pill.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm showing you how to create this Valentine's Day look. I love how it turned out. I used a mix of high and low end to create this look, and I wanted to do something really wearable and also a little bit different from what I've done in the past. And I just changed up the inner corner. It's something super simple like that, just adding a pop of pink in the inner corner to have a really bright standout effect in that inner corner. So I hope you guys like this look. It's super fresh, glowy, and dewy, and I think it's perfect for Valentine's Day. I had a poll going on Twitter if you guys wanted to see something dramatic or something more soft and wearable, and the soft romantic won. And this is what I came up with for you guys, and I posted a photo on Instagram as well. You guys really wanted to see this first look that I did, so I hope you guys enjoy this. As I said, I use a combination of high and low end and some new products, some old favorites to create this look. If you want to see how I created this romantic soft Valentine's Day glam, then just keep watching. To start off, I already had my eyebrows filled in and my eyes primed. I filled in my brows with the Benefit products, and then I'm also priming my eyes with the BH Cosmetics eye primer. To begin, I'm using a fluffy brush. I'm using a Luxie 205 and the shade Basic from the Violet Voss and Laura Lee palette. I'm applying this all over my lid up to my brow bone to set that paint pot and to make sure all my eyeshadows that I apply on after go on a lot more smoothly. For my first transition shade, I'm using the shade Priss Pot, which is similar to Makeup Geek Peach Smoothie if you have that, on the same Luxie 205, and I'm going to put this in my crease. You can see I barely touch my lid, and I find that gives the best blend. I don't apply too much pressure. I just find it a lot easier to blend shadow when you apply it with a light hand. To deepen up the crease, we're going to go for a smaller brush, which is the Luxie 231, and the shade Britches, which is slightly deeper and more neutral tone. And I'm going to be applying this to the outer corner of my eye, lower crease, and then blending that into the inner corner. So the most amount of product you want to apply is when you start off in that outer corner, like you see here. I'm just gradually building it up and sweeping it into the inner corner. To deepen the crease up even more, I'm going in with that same Luxie 231 in the shade Alabama, which is a beautiful reddish brown, and I'm going to lightly apply this to the very outer corner. Once I've laid down all the colors, I like to go back with that same fluffy brush with no added product, the Luxie 205, and I just blend around the edges to make sure everything is seamless and has a good transition. I'm using liquid liner today. I'm using the one from NYC, which is one of my favorite, but I hate the brush tip on this because it always flares out on me. So I will be reaching for a brush and just applying the product on the brush. So I'm taking a Luxie 215 and I apply that liquid liner just to a mixing plate and pick it up with the brush that way and just apply it from the brush. I find it a lot easier and I don't have those little stray hairs on the brush tip that make for mistakes. Once my eyeliner is complete, I'm going to curl my lashes using my Gerard lash curler. Just a couple pumps and it curls my lashes nicely. And then I'm going in with this Marcelle Mascara, which I've been really liking lately, and just applying a light coat to my lashes so that my falsies blend in much better. For my lashes today, I'm using the ones from Socialize. They're from their new Silver series, and I'm using the style Electra, which is really beautiful. They're supposed to mimic mink lashes. They're very full. They do have a thicker band, so I do prefer to wear this specific style when I have wing liner. Moving on to the face, I'm using a combination of the Too Faced Hangover RX, which is really nourishing for my dry skin, and I'm also using a pore filling primer, which is from Dr. Brandt. I'm concentrating the Too Faced one on my cheeks in the outer portion of my face. Everywhere I need nourishment, and then I'm concentrating that pore filling primer on the very center where I have larger pores, mostly my T-zone. For my foundation today, I'm using the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation in the shade Warm Beige, and this matches my body, not my face. As you can see, it looks much darker than my face. I don't put any fake tan on my face. It's one of the better matches when I do have a self tan. It is a medium shade with a neutral undertone, and I find it matches my tan perfectly. To correct the darkness underneath my eyes, I'm going to go in with this Smashbox Step-by-Step Contour Stick in light peach and just put this on the very inner corner of my eyes where I have the most darkness. For concealer today, I'm using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Custard. This is, in fact, my favorite concealer of all time. I have tried quite a few, and I always go back to this one. So I'm putting this underneath my eyes, and I'm also going to use this to highlight points of my face. To set everything in place, I'm using the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder in Translucent Light, and I'm in love with this powder, you guys. I recently picked this up based on YouTuber recommendation, and I have fallen so hard for this. You guys know how much I love my Laura Mercier powder. Well, I love this one probably 10 times more. It never looks heavy or dry. It smooths out all your pores, fine lines. It sets your face literally perfectly, and it doesn't look heavy or unnatural. It's very natural in its finish, and it literally is perfection to me. I picked mine up at Sephora, and it's a little bit confusing online because it says light medium as the shade, and on the bottom it says translucent light. So when I was purchasing it, I thought I was buying the wrong one, but in fact it is the shade light medium, and on the bottom it says translucent light. So don't be confused. I know that might sound a little confusing because it was to me, but it is that light medium shade online. To dust away the excess powder underneath my eyes, I'm using a 640 brush from Luxie, and it just sweeps away all that excess powder perfectly. And then I'm going in with 2 shades from the Violet Voss Lorelei palette in my Luxie 231. I'm mixing Priss Pot and Britches, and I'm going to buff that underneath my eyes. To darken up the lower lash line, I'm using the shade Whiskers and a Luxie 215, which is a small angled brush. And I'm just going to concentrate this as close as I can to that waterline without actually going in the waterline. For that bright, intense pink inner corner highlight, I'm using the shade Bubbly from ColourPop and a Luxie 211, which is a concealer brush, but I find it great for packing on ColourPop eyeshadows. I think it works really well with that formula. Once I've packed on that color, I'm actually going to go back and brighten it up even more with the highlight I'm holding currently. I'm just going to finish off my lower lashes with a light coat of mascara using that same Marcelle Mascara. And then to clean up my lower lashes, any clumping or anything like that, I always go back with a spoolie. This is a Luxie 201. Any spoolie will do. And whenever I put mascara on my lower lashes, I do like to go back and curl underneath those lower lashes just to separate them and make sure there are no clumps. For bronzer, to give me that luminous bronze glow, I'm using a Luxie 524 brush, which is a small dual fiber brush, and my Bare Minerals Serum Bronzer. I forgot to mention this in my yearly favorites because I'm so caught up on my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, but you guys know, if you watch my channel, I love this product as well, and it's my favorite cream, or I guess serum bronzer on the market right now, and I am adding it on top of powder, which sometimes is a no-no, but for me, this just blends in so beautifully and it adds that glow because I didn't want to set that bronzer with a powder to take away that glow, but it still works on top of that Cover FX powder. You can do it either way. If you're more oily, definitely do it before you powder, but for me, because I have dry skin, I wanted to add that luminosity back to my face. And then I'm just going in with the Too Faced contour palette, and I'm taking just a little bit on the brush that is included and just carving out the back portion of my cheekbone. I have a Sephora haul that's coming up after this video. This is one of the products that are included, plus that Cover FX powder. This, you guys, is another amazing product. This is going to be in my monthly favorites. And I haven't heard anyone talk about this. It's a cream palette from the Sephora brand, and they look like face glazes, almost like a lip gloss, but for your face, not sticky or anything like that. I don't want to scare you off, but it just gives the most beautiful natural glow to the skin without emphasizing any pores or texture. Seriously, guys, a favorite. I don't use it on any other portion of my face but my cheekbones. Another amazing product, which I will be talking about further in upcoming videos, but I've been loving it since I purchased it. And then I'm using my JD Weighty 180 brush to contour my nose, which is another favorite. So many favorites in this video I had to share with you guys. I've just been using a lot of new things and really liking them, like this brush from Luxie. It took a while for them to get these back in stock before you had to buy it in a set, but I did want to buy it separately and I really like it. To highlight the rest of my face, I did want to use a powder highlight. I don't like putting creams, especially on my nose, because I find that's the place where product first goes on me, because it can get kind of oily and just product in general doesn't stay on my nose, so I have to keep a powder on top to make sure that is set in place. Using that same Makeup Forever highlighter, I'm just going to use that in the inner corner as well, and this is just going to make that pink pop even more. For lips, I love this lip combo. It's Gerard Cosmetics Bel Air lip pencil, and then I'm using NYX Lip Lingerie in Satin Ribbon, which I've actually used in a video a while back, and I used it with a gray lip pencil, and it really brought the coolness out of the lip color. Now I'm using it with a warmer pink, and I just love the combination of it, and I love how you can manipulate this lip color into looking a different way, just depending on what lip pencil you use with it. So this is my current favorite lip combo. I got a ton of questions on it, and it's just so beautiful. Now I'm setting the face with MAC Fix Plus using a generous spray, and this is just going to help in that luminous glow that I wanted for this Valentine's Day look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and happy Valentine's Day, even though it's a ways away, and I'll see you in my next video.
Say it like that. If I hate you, then find someone new.